What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics here for another impromptu live stream. The second of the week. We've gone a full month or more in between live streams, and this time only like what, 6 days? 5 days? Last live stream was on Monday night, I believe, when Swags and Dustin hopped on the chit chat for a little bit, and then I was on with Dakota on Thanksgiving night for about an hour or so. Probably won't go super long tonight. Um, didn't have a regular video come out today, which is, kind of normal for a Saturday. Had the impromptu Tops MVP buyback thing yesterday, but figured we just get on a chit chat for a little bit. I didn't have much going on this evening. I'm gonna head up and get caught up on some Netflix stuff here in a little bit, but figured we'd pop on for a quick little chat and see what did you boys and girls pick up on the old Black Friday stuff. Did anyone get any screaming deals? I spent probably more money than I should have over the last 2 days, and we'll see what pops up on Cyber Monday for what I'll be able to see of it. I'll be cut off from the internet most of the day on Monday, or at least most of the morning anyway. So we'll have to see what pops up. But did anyone get anything juicy on the Black Friday deals? Also, hopefully everyone had if you celebrate, if you're in the old United States, everyone had a nice, wonderful little Thanksgiving and had some stuffing and some turkey, and then spent a bunch of money yesterday, like you're supposed to here. So, I'll do a full pickups video once everything comes in from Black Friday deals, but I don't have all my stuff yet. I've gotten some stuff I bought locally, some stuff I bought online. Some stuff hasn't even shipped yet. It's a little all over the place, but mostly wax. Wax is mostly what I bought. I made some posts on IG of some recent pickups. My LGS had some stuff. The Amazon dump happened for Magic, so I picked up some stuff from that. And then I've been keeping a close eye on Blowout and DNA Card World for the stuff that they've been posting up. Yeah, Bowman Chrome's kind of the talk of the town right now, Mark. I ended up, this isn't a Black Friday special. I grabbed 2 boxes of 2022 Bowman Chrome off their website, off Topps' website. They were the cheapest that I could find it. I think I averaged into those at about $260 a box because I had a 10% off coupon that I cashed in on that. And then they had free shipping as well. So it ended up being a pretty good deal. So picked up some brown stuff at the Canton show today. I was at the Canton show today for probably about an hour. Could not find what I was looking for. I wanted some Topps update hangers to open on the channel, and nobody had any. I was surprised. Nobody had any Topps update hangers. People had a lot of Bowman boxes, but the prices were high. Prices on 2022 Bowman Chrome at my local today were $300 and $325, which is considerably more than what you can just get them for on Topps' website. So I have 2 of those coming. I would highly doubt I'll be opening those. Those will just be to put in the stash pile and not touch them. So I didn't get any of the Chrome Cosmic. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about that, and I saw box prices have crept up on those. No, Boz, G.I. Joe cards for the most part really aren't worth too much. Yeah, it seems to be that way, Mark. I was hoping, usually there's a decent amount of retail wax at my local, but there wasn't today. I mean, there was like Prism Megas and stuff like that, but yeah, Steven, for sure grab me hangers. If you run into them, just DM me on IG. I mean, you could just blindly grab me at least. Those are what? They're $10 a pop. What's up, Ziggy? What do they end up being? Like 10, like $12 a piece after taxes and stuff, Steven? Yeah, usually there's a ton of wax at Canton, and today that there wasn't. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what the 12.99 plus tax. Yeah, just grab me some. Like I would at minimum I would take 10 easy, if not the full. So that probably comes out to like 15 a hanger, give or take. Yeah, I would easily take 10. No questions asked. And maybe even more, just depending on what they end up being. And I'm down there all the time for work, so I could probably meet you pretty easily, even on a weekday. What's up, Looney Tunes fan 2000? GI Joe cards could be expensive if they come in a Pokemon box. Oh, CNT. CNT always with the jokes. Always with the jokes. I'm trying to resist the urge to rip the pushed in box of Topps Update Hobby. And I figured hangers are a nice, cheap way to do that. And I'm kind of sick of ripping Panini product on the channel. So I figured hangers, 2 hangers or something wouldn't be a bad little video. See if Topps Update hangers can beat the penny sleeve challenge. I was not at a card show past 3:30 p.m. I was out of there. It started at 9 a.m. I think I got there at 9:30. I was out of there by 10:30. I did not buy anything. I would have potentially picked up some Bowman Chrome boxes just to get a couple more, but they were a little. Everyone was overpriced on them compared to what I could just literally order them for on my phone. So that's always tricky. I'm not opening any Bowman Mercer. I am not opening any Bowman. I mean, he's the chase. I think it's Jackson, isn't it? Is it Jackson or Jason? I don't even remember. I thought it was Jackson. Him and Arias, the Yankees guy. But I have 2 boxes coming. Usually Topps takes forever to ship. I should rephrase. I'm not planning on opening any, but the last 2 times I have ordered directly from Topps, my package just came destroyed. I ordered the Bowman Sapphire box over the summer. That came decimated. I had to open that. That box was completely crushed. And then when I ordered these update hobby boxes, this box came destroyed as well. I don't know what the hell's going on with their shipping department. I don't think it's not them doing it while it's in the building, but I think they use FedEx. That probably explains some things, to be honest. I don't know. I saw some HTA at the show today, but I didn't go after any HTA boxes. I prefer the full over the HTA. The HTA feels more like a breakers product. You know what I mean? It's quick, easy. They don't have to ship a lot. It's just hits. Gives me a good excuse to rip, Josh. That's the only good part about the damage stuff. So did anyone snag anything good on Black Friday deals? I spent a ton on wax. That's tons on wax. Like I said, I'll do a full pickups video because most of the stuff I don't actually have yet. The Amazon dump happened for Magic. I hope there's another one on Monday for Cyber Monday, but these did come in. I got 3 of these. Some Crimson Vow set booster boxes. These were $72 a piece, I think. $75 a piece. I don't remember. But a decent amount under market value. I think market on those. Let me look what market value was on those prior to the Amazon dump. But the set booster boxes, I am a big fan of. Crimson Vow is not the greatest set in the world, but the set boosters do pretty well on those. Yeah, market value on these is about 110, 108. And I got these for 72 or something like that. And then I have 2 other orders of Magic stuff coming. I got some booster boxes, regular booster boxes of Midnight Hunt, which were like $55 or something stupid. And what else did I get? Oh, new Kappa, whatever it's called, set booster boxes. Manning SGC9. Thought about the 2017 Optic Megas. They put more out after you got yours, but I decided to pass. I ended up getting one of those. So what Steven's referring to here is blowouts. No. David Adams. I think it was David Adams. Maybe it was it was blowout. Blowout had 2017 Optic Mega boxes, which is Patrick Mahomes rookie year football, for $300. I ended up snagging one. Filmington messaged me. I ordered one. Dakota ordered some. A few other people ordered some. And then they sold out on Thursday. And they went back up on Friday. They were up most of the day today or yesterday, but I think they're sold out again now. But they regularly sell for $450 to $550, just depending on the day. So I snagged one of those. We'll see what happens there. They did sell a lot of them today, so the price will probably dip on that for a little bit. So I whiffed on Chrome Light. Mistakes were made. I should have ordered a couple boxes of that. Hey, what up? What up? ASM Mperk. ASM are... Yeah, so the vibe generally is that the hanger boxes are really good. So that's all everyone's talking about right now. So it kind of makes sense that everyone's hunting for them, because it's literally all everyone's talking about. Hangers where the bangers are is what everyone's saying. Hey, what's going on, Matt? Thanks for the shout out. I haven't opened any Topps Chrome, so I have no MVPs to trade in. I have opened no base Topps Chrome. So then the other thing that I bought, my LGS, one of my LGSs up in Cleveland, it was about a 40-minute drive that I go to all the time. They posted some stuff on Facebook for a game that I play, but they also posted that, and I feel a little dirty even showing this on camera. Don't unsubscribe. Sorry, boys and girls. They had some Lost Origin Pokemon booster boxes for $80. So I grabbed 4 of these at my LG, one of my LGSs. We have a billion gaming stores here in Northeast Ohio. So I grabbed 4 of those. Market price on them is about 90 to 95, but there seemed to be, from the vibe that I got from talking to people, I don't know crap about that product, is that it's a pretty good set. So I grabbed some. Blasters are good too. I haven't seen much on the blaster openings. It's mostly been the hangers. Yeah, it feels like ComC is just kind of like the middleman here. Got a lot of focus there. The other thing that I picked up is someone, it was either, I think this was David Adams. They had optic retail boxes. So like these Prism retail boxes that I bought, they had the optic version of those for $80. I picked up 2 of them. I know the retail basketball stuff is a little scary right now, but at $80 a box, and I believe in the class. A lot of people say that the 2021 class sucks. I don't think they watch basketball or have a feel for basketball. If you say the 2021 NBA draft class sucks, it's one of the better draft classes we've had in a while. So I'll continue to buy it. If they're going to discount it, I'll buy it. I could have bought more of these. Multiple people had these on sale. I even saw one website had them for $70, which is dirt cheap in my opinion. Someone else had them for 80, and then I think one of the bigger sites had them for 90, but I already have 6 of them. I think the current market price on eBay right now for those is actually $80, so I'm actually down a little bit on these from when I bought them. Thanks, CC. Oops, keep going out of focus here. So I don't know how it works. I guess it just depends on the LCS. You turn enough in. I guess if you got enough store credit, you could turn around and flip that store credit for a box of Bowman. That's what Topps wants you to do. I mean, that's what exactly what Topps wants you to do. That's why they're doing it. Maybe not necessarily Bowman, but just in general, they want you to trade that stuff in and buy more wax. It's a win-win for Topps all around. I mean, yeah, it costs them money, but it'll come out of a marketing budget, or it'll be some sort of tax write-off or something. So from that perspective, it's fine. But like, one, it drove a bunch of demand for wax that was sitting. Like, let's be honest, they completely bungled 2022 Topps Chrome. Like, excuse me, 2022 Topps Chrome was an absolute disaster. Like, just an absolute disaster. From the hits missing and the silver pack thing, and then putting all that on the LCSs to deal with the silver packs and getting those out and getting them to the right customers. So they do this. It's a good give back to the stores, because they're going to have people coming in doing this store credit thing and then spend that money in the shop that the store owner is going to get back from ComC or Topps or however it all works. Two, Topps gets to sell a bunch of product that was sitting. Like, Topps Chrome was just sitting collecting dust. No one was buying that product for the most part. Now, all of a sudden, a few of the big boys discount it. Topps runs a sale, and they're just flying because there's basically $20 bills inside. Even if you, like I said, the Topps Chrome light boxes for $65. I really screwed up not getting some of those on the sale. That was just a total whiff by me. I should have at least just got two of them. And $65, if you pull one MVP base, you've already paid for a third of the box off a random $1 base card, like a 10-cent base card, really. So they move all that product, then it injects money into the system. And if you're buying baseball, they're probably at least hoping that you're going to take that money and buy more baseball with it. So you could take that money and stash it for Topps Chrome Update when that comes out. You could use it on Bowman Chrome 2022. I mean, who knows? I guess people were rating dollar boxes today at the local show, trying to find Judge or Goldschmidt stuff laying around in like value bins that shouldn't have been, that someone forgot to pull out. I don't know if anyone found anything or not, but so we'll see what the long-term effects are. Yeah, it definitely seems like, I mean, this is kind of what we wanted to see out of Fanatics, right? Like, the whole talk is Fanatics going to come in and they're going to do some marketing stuff and kind of broaden the horizon and do some things to shake up the snow globe. And, I don't know whose idea these last two things were, but, they're definitely thinking outside the box for this stuff. Like, I don't think anyone saw the grading company thing coming. I sure didn't. And I talk grading all the time. I know some of the grading companies didn't see it coming either. Like, it just kind of came out of the blue. And then all of a sudden we have a $9 deal, which is, once again, that was the one that I question. I don't know what Topps gets out of that one. I guess maybe potentially someone's slightly more willing to rip a box of Bowman open to send that stuff in to take advantage of the $9 grading. That's the only thing I can think of. They get a little bit of marketing out of it, I guess. They'll get some buzz out of it. They'll get some goodwill out of it, I guess. But really, I think Carlos, I don't remember, someone mentioned this in a video. Anyone could do this. You don't have to partner with Topps to do this. Any three-letter grading company can come out and say, hey, this year, this set, this product, $10 a card to grade. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to have a partnership. Now, I don't know what the details of the deal are. I'm sure SGC is getting some sort of subsidy, because I don't know that they're profitable at $9 a card. Maybe they are. Maybe that's break even. But I have to imagine Topps is kicking them back some cash on a per card basis to make up a little bit of that. I could be wrong. Who knows? Like I said, I don't know how the finer points of that deal work. From an SGC perspective, it's genius. Like, it's a direct shot at Beckett, probably your closest competitor. I mean, let's be honest. PSA is PSA. They're at the top of the mountain for right now. I don't see that changing anytime soon, good, bad, or indifferent. And really, it's a battle for second place at the moment. I mean, to me, SGC is probably the number 2 grader, and then it's really a battle between Beckett and CSG for 3/4. And this is a direct shot at Beckett from SGC because Beckett's known as the first Bowman, guys. Like that's where you send your autos to. And a lot of stuff will go to SGC with this. I'll be very interested to see what the pop reports look like on 2022 Bowman Chrome with SGC as we work through the month of December. I would be willing to bet that we end up with more, and I don't know off the top of my head. I'd be interested to look at what the 2021 Bowman Chrome pop count is like right now for SGC and compare that to see where 2022 gets to. And I bet you 2022 Chrome may even catch it in the first month. I don't know. You don't see a lot of Bowman Chrome stuff in SGC slabs. You just don't. So all around, Topps/Fanatics has had a good week. Now, they've had a bad 6 months with the Topps Chrome debacle to begin with and the silver packs and all that stuff. So that was definitely a pretty big whiff. But it does feel like they've kind of ready to ship, if you will, with these last two things. And we'll see what they got for the end of the year. There's still a month to go if they come up with anything else. We'll see how this Topps Chrome update things goes. You know, do they mess that up somehow? Because that's going to be a very important product. Topps Chrome update, especially within a hobby release now, is going to be a very, very important product. That could be, Daniel. You know, I don't know who approached you on this deal. You know, we're not going to find out the inner workings on that, or if it was a mutual thing, or if it was like a, hey, you know, if something ever makes sense, let us know and we'll collab on something. But SGC definitely has the least amount of warts, shall we say. Yeah, Panini. Yeah, Panini has no no vested interest to do anything for the long-term growth right now. Got to get those bad boys traded in. I mean that. Yeah. So what is that? That's 280. I mean that's like 3 Bowman Chrome boxes right there. Yeah, which makes sense, which is fine. I mean, you're getting basically free wax out of it. Like, hey, what's up, Bush League? Won't buy another Panini product again. Topps has issues. Affordable products produce way more hits for retail formats than Panini. Seems to be the case. Seems to be the case. Panini retail right now is, as someone, you can go watch my videos. Panini retail right now is a joke. And the hobby boxes are so expensive that it doesn't make it worth it either. Yeah, that'll be an interesting one to look at once some stuff cycles through Bowman. I think they'll probably still end up selling for the same. I wonder if like a True Gem BGS 9510 auto of a prospect, even if they sell for the same amount, would be more liquid in the BGS slab. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think logo fractors are. I could be wrong. I haven't looked at the actual list. I haven't sent anything to them in a hot minute. I have a CGC order out right now. That bulk Marvel order, which I'm just pulling that up to look at it now. So they received that. I did that video like a week ago with all those Spider-Man cards. CGC received that on 11/21, which was 5 days ago. They've already been graded and are in quality control. So the next step is shipping. I bet you if it wasn't for Thanksgiving, I'd probably already have those on their way back to me. I'm gonna guess those ship early next week, and I probably have those back in hand next week. What's a bulk order turning around for you at Bush League? So they said they have something in store for it. I'm wondering if they're going to do like autos or something, or stamp them. Neo cards, wax, and comics. That doesn't flow quite as nicely. I've heard good things about those World Cup stickers. Yeah, I think the product's so printed. Plus, like, what's the demand for like a Judge base card? I did hear like one person commented on the post that I made about it that was like, this kind of sucks for me because he was like a big Paul Goldschmidt super collector. And now it's like really like he has to pay through the nose for like stuff that would normally be pretty cheap. So if you hardcored PC, Judge, or Goldschmidt, and you wanted like some low number refractors or whatever that you used to probably get for $20, now they're like minimum 200 because of the bounty. That part would kind of suck. That's not bad. It was a $15 level or $18 or whatever. That'd be funny. So I hope some more deals pop up. Like I'm itching for more, especially Amazon dump stuff. I hope there's another Amazon dump of Magic Wax on Monday for Cyber Monday. 7 to 9 weeks for bulk isn't bad. Like that's perfectly acceptable at $15 a card, or even $18 a card. You know, that's the other thing. So we are 5 days away from the end of the month. Um, you know, do we see another pricing shakeup at the end of the month? Because the $15 thing's going to run out. Beckett's current specials will run out. SGC's priced at what SGC's at. I don't expect that to change anytime soon. And then I think CSG's already announced that their 20% discount runs through the end of the year. So, you know, do Beckett or PSA do anything else? I assume PSA is going to roll out another special. That's just my guess. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of everything, Daniel. You know, we kind of talked about it earlier. I think it's to make up for that and to move the wax stagnant. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's a win-win. There's multiple wins on that. Yeah, I could see them maybe for December throwing the set collector guys a bone and say like, "Hey, boys and girls, if you have an active set on the set registry and you want to submit something at like $10 a card or whatever, you can." Because that's the only people that they really haven't thrown anything to yet. So maybe that's a good way to close out the year. This is super smart. Get all the paperwork in and ready to go, and then see what they end up doing. All right. Well, here's a counterpoint to why they won't do that. I'm at 4 months on my national PSA order. It's still in research. PSA cannot keep up with vintage. I've heard this from multiple people. If you have older stuff in your order, it takes forever. So this backs up that claim as well, which also backs up why they will probably not roll out a special like I was just talking about because they're probably backlogged. I'm just assuming it's just the amount of graders that they have on staff that can handle that sort of stuff is probably a lot less. That's not bad, Steven. PSA will go to 15. Yeah, I can see $15 base for modern. I do have the color match. It's actually sitting right in front of me. Tatum color match is on the desk. It's right there. Come on, focus. Yep. She's sitting right there. My only Tatum card right now. One of the better ones to have. One of my favorite national pickups. I had a lot of good national pickups. National was very good to me this year. There's actually a I don't remember when it ends. When does this end? 1 day, 1 hour. There is a BGS 9.5 green Tatum running at auction right now. It is not mine. It is a true gem that is running at auction right now. It is currently at $780. That ends in 1 day and 1 hour. And my eBay watch list up on my iPad in front of me because there's an auction, a couple auctions ending tonight that I have my eyes on. And I didn't want them to be too far away from me. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Hey, what's up, West Coast? Do we have any non-LeBron Cavs cards? Yeah, I have a bunch of Garland stuff. And I have my Mitchell color match that I picked up right after the trade. This is on the desk too. The blue mosaic spider. Oops. Now I made a mess on my desk. Made a mess on my desk. Uh-oh, what's the price on the 361? I don't know what they're going for. I haven't looked at 361s lately. There's one on my slabs right now that I've had my eye on. Actually, I was going back and forth with the seller on that one, and then we couldn't agree on a price. What's the 52 mantle of comics? It would be so a 52 mantle is relatively available. So I would probably go AF 15. Amazing Fantasy for 15. That's the first appearance of Spider-Man. The first appearance of Superman and Batman are more valuable, but they are impossible to find. You could find a 52 mantle if you want one, and you could find an AF 15 readily if you want one, even in low grade. High grade's obviously a completely different story, but like an entry level grade, you could find one if you want one. So that I would probably use that as a comp. 86 Fleer Jordan, I would like. I'd have to think about that one a little bit. Because it would need to be something semi-common. I would almost go like Hulk 181, which is the first appearance of Wolverine. In high grade, it's super valuable, and they're readily available. Like you could find if you go to any Comic Con, you're gonna find a million of them, and that's how 86 Fleer Jordan is on that. I think I would go Hulk 181 for 86 Fleer. I'll think about that, West Coast. I do still have both Griffey autos. My case is not handy. It's behind me on the desk or on the table. But yes, I do still have both my Griffey autos. I do a little bit. I don't think it's affected the older stuff as much. It's not like it hasn't affected it like when Select went retail, in my opinion. I think it's more an education piece that people don't realize how low pop the 17 and 18 mosaic is. Yeah, I would agree with this Pearl Jam. So not to get distracted by your question, Wilmette. This is a perfect example. First Batman, first Superman would be Honus Wagner. I think it's just more like an education piece that people don't understand exactly how rare that the 17-18 mosaic stuff is. The pop counts, even on the base, are super low. I have a PSA 10 Lucas. I was gonna say silver. It's not silver. It's just the base. I forget what the population count is on that. And then like the Mitchell Blue, I think is in the single digits or maybe the teens. Like that 17-18 stuff, there's not a lot of. I would like a Tatum Green in the mosaic because I have the Trey Red. Come on. I have the Trey Red, which is just a fantastic looking card. Just gorgeous. And I have the Mitchell Blue. And then I have the Luca Blue, which I love the Luca Blue. So I love the mosaic color matches. CSG $99 membership. Nice. Yeah, I signed up for an elite not too terribly long ago. Yeah, that's the Sam comp I came up with. Pearl Master or Pearl Jam Master, Pearl Jam Star. Wow, wow. Don't mind me. I don't know much about him, but it's not surprising. Like I wouldn't mind just having like a random LeBron, that first, the King, whatever. I forget the tagline on the front of that, but it makes total sense. Wizard Magazine's blowing up too in the same regard, which is the comic version of Beckett, basically. That's blowing up right now. Like Wizard One and CG high grade CGC are selling for tons of money, so it makes sense. I just talked to Steve the other day. Steve's in the process of moving, I believe, so he's been super busy. Did someone say, look, you mentioned a wizard in CGC and 9.9 newsstand comes out of the woodwork just like that? What's up, Manu? I did not pick up any Topps Chrome Light, Andrew. I was talking about it earlier, and it was a mistake on my part. I should have. I just fell asleep at the wheel on that one. Like a bat signal went off. He heard wizard on the internet and was just like, what? Where? You don't know who Flipping Steve is. He's the actual wizard. No, not Wizard as in Wizards of the Coast. Wizard is in Wizard Comic Book Magazine. The comic book price guide that I used to carry around in my backpack and kick the shit out of. The card ladder guys are the owners of card porn. Uh-oh. We got some hanky panky burner accounts in the chat. What non-sports card set, no Marvel, would you collect regardless of price desirability in the market? Star Wars Stellar signatures. I love Star Wars Stellar signatures. It's expensive, depending on the character, but they look so good. That's what my my autos are in. The Billy D. This is Star Wars Stellar. Whoop, focus. There we go. This is 2017. This is, I think this is 2018. No, 2019. This is 2019. And then this is 2020. But yeah, be Stellar. I love Stellar. Very expensive though. Specifically Wizard 1. Specifically Wizard 1 is the one that's really going up. Yeah, I haven't like mapped out some masterclass road course on how long I'm going to hold this stuff for. But ideally, I agree with your train of thought there, Wilmanette. I think it's like you want to hold for probably like a year to 2 years. Ideally, a year if it goes up enough. I don't know. With the way the market is right now, 2021 Mac wax might take longer to appreciate. Typically, prior to 2021, it would go up quite nicely year to year as supply dried up. But I don't know if it's going to work a little bit differently this year. So we'll see. And I feel like, well, Bowman's a whole different story because you could hold that for a while. You almost have to hold Bowman for a while. Baseball, I think maybe you could hold a little bit longer. Probably you might even want to hold baseball like a year or two in case someone comes out of the woodwork. Now, if this stuff like doubles in value next year because I have multiples, which anyone that's watched the channel for a while knows I like multiples. Um, I have the 2 jumbo boxes and the 4 hobby boxes. Save for some crazy, I get super lucky, and Julio starts off the year super hot, and maybe someone else from the class takes off, and this stuff goes nuts. I would start to slowly sell out of it. I wouldn't dump it all at once. Wizard subscription is the favorite Christmas gift. I'm not opening any, so yeah, I like the Wolverine cover, the Venom cover, the Spider-Man cover, and there's actually, I think is it 9 Manu? Which one has the women X-Men on it in like knockoff Jim Lee art? Is that 9? That has like the women of X-Men? Yeah, I don't know that I'd be buying Wizards at this insane price. I mean, guys, listen. Wizard Magazine's really cool. I would like to have one behind me. I would love a Wizard, a couple Wizards back there on display. Would look great in a nice CGC slab. But one, I'm not paying a premium for 9.8 because I don't care. I just want it to be like 9 or better and it look halfway decent. But how many times do we need to go through this where there's limited supply of something and the prices go to the moon super, super fast like that based off 1 or 2 sales? What do we always see that happens? They crash back down again. Now, they're not going to go to zero. They're probably not going to go back to as cheap as they once were. But I don't know that the insane prices that they're getting right now hold. No offense, Manu, but we've just seen this time and time again with literally everything. I don't think Wizard Magazine is going to be the one that breaks the mold. And I like them, but I'm not air quotes investing in them. Yeah, I forget what issue number the Women of X-Men is. I feel like it's 9. I could be wrong. I just looked at this actually. Monday after we got off the live stream, Swaggle Haas and I stayed like 20 minutes after talking about Wizard Magazine covers. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't trust any Panini redemption right now. I mean, on paper, MPerk, they're going back on the 1st. But I mean, listen, when's the 1st? Let me pull up the calendar here. I mean, I know it's like 5 days. The 1st is Thursday. I mean, I fully expect to be doing a Red Alert PSA pricing video Thursday afternoon when I get home from work. Let's just be honest. Nine is the Venom cover. Which one's the one? Maybe it's 7? Venom cover is one of the best ones, I think, personally. I do like the Wolverine cover too. I think the Wolverine cover is Neil Adams, isn't it? Yeah, I think it all depends on the ultra modern wax. I think it all depends on how long breaking stays viable at the level that it is, because that's what's tearing open a lot of this product. Oh yeah, Eric Larson. That's right. Sorry about that. I had Neil Adams in my head because I was watching Comic Tom and they were talking about Neil Adams. The only problem when you get into the later issues of Wizard, it's the gatefolded covers and they don't look as good. I'm looking it up now because this is driving me nuts on this Wizard cover. 14. It's Wizard 14. This is a pretty terrible photo, but share screen. That one. Wizard number 14. It's definitely knockoff Jim Lee artwork. I just refresh, David Adams has like a thing up where they talk about what time their deals are going to drop. Other than that, it's just kind of all over the place. There's no great spot for it per se. Hey Michael, what's up? I mean, Venom's basically a hero now for all intents and purposes. Ah, okay. That makes sense. I think it's up like a pop 2. I don't think there is a 9.8. I looked actually. One just sold actually. One of like the 2 on the census just sold. Nope, nothing. I wanted Topps update hangers and no one had any. That was the main thing I was looking for. That, maybe some Bowman Chrome boxes, but everyone was a little high on them. Just checking an eBay auction really quick. Sorry, please hold, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, nothing crazy ending. I mean, I'm not like pulling the trigger on anything, but like I said, me and Swags had a good conversation for like a good 10-15 minutes after the show on Monday. Oh, what were people buying? The basketball? You had a lot of basketball, didn't you? Prism basketball and optic basketball. Uh-oh. Find yourself a hot girl here. That's situated. You know you're doing well when the porn bots are here, boys and girls. Yep. Yeah, you're talking about the update hobby boxes. That's where I got mine at for 80. They were up for like 3 days, I think. No, we don't rip wax here. No. I wonder if people are buying stuff like that for Christmas gifts. Like I could see people picking up stuff like that for Christmas gifts. Stop putting evil thoughts in my head, Eric. It's not nice. It's at a stalker DM me on IG. Stalker in the chat. Shout out to the stalker talking about update hangers in my DMs. Hey, I really liked your IG post the other day with just the empty pack. They're down to $500 right now. They were on a Black Friday special for $4.99 at Dave and Adams. I think they're still up for that price. They're slowly creeping down. I'm not a big Jimmy G guy at all. Listen, we all know how this story ends. This box with the pushed in corner is going to end up getting ripped. I got to build the hype for it first, though. We got to build the hype for it. The pushed in corner box, whenever I end up getting to this, it might be a month, it might be a week, it might be tomorrow. But whenever I end up opening it and post that video, the hype will be there for it because people have been hearing me talk about the pushed in corner box on everything that I talk about. It's called a tease, people. We got to build the excitement. The problem with this stuff is it's tempting to rip because it's only $100 a box. It's not like a Prism hobby box. It was like $1,000. You know, I'll light $100 on fire ripping some wax for sure. But when it gets to a certain price point, then it's like, nah, I'm not doing it. Even the jumbo box, I won't rip. And also, I only have 2 of the jumbos. It was pretty dead. The Topps Chrome was pretty dead. The cheapest I saw it was the 260 that I paid. I think I know someone that got it for like 235, 240 for a hot minute. So did your post sounded a little depressing. Did you not hit a numbered card? Like, did you get everything that was owed to you or no? Or do you have to, or are we sending Upper Deck an email? No, I won't be home for New Year's Eve, so that's out of the question. I'm not going to lie, it almost got ripped tonight. Part of the reason I went live tonight was not to rip this box. Ohio State got their asses kicked today. I was sitting around and I kept looking at that box and I'm like, we can open that and record a video on it because I recorded my video for tomorrow earlier as soon as the Ohio State game was over. And then I was sitting here, I had everything all set up and I was like, we could rip that box of Tops and record that video. And then I like walked away from the desk, went and ate dinner, came back downstairs and was like, let's just go live. Like I needed something to oh, Aunt May turquoise. Hey, the metal cards are cool. I like the what's the big deal with the update paper? It's everyone chasing the Julio short prints, basically. It's all about the short prints. I've heard that the IO stuff, because I posted that video with the Prism retail rip, and multiple people commented on that video saying that all of IO stuff is like screwed up, or however you say his name. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I am not the biggest Ohio State fan in the world. Like, I watch any big Ohio State game, but I don't live and die. Like, you know, it sucked because they got their butts kicked. And now I'll have to hear from Michigan people at work. But I'm not like card collector to a level of Ohio State. I didn't go to Ohio State, so I have loyalty to the team because it's the biggest team in the state on college. But like, I'm not losing. I'm not going to lose sleep tonight over the Ohio State loss. I think we have at least another year of correction. Comic market moves a lot slower than the card market does. Nah, I think it's QBs for life, unless it's like someone ends up becoming like the best player at a position, like a Rice level. Even Randy Moss stuff is relatively affordable. Yeah, I would just post it as its own video. I wouldn't rip it live. Yeah, Topps Update, there's just a lot of good stuff in Topps Update. It's a very loaded product. I'm glad you finally ripped it. I feel I'm not even going to click on your comment, Mperk. I see it. I'm not going to give you the justification of pulling it up on screen. Listen, I'm not a prospect guy. I'm not going to sit here and wow you with MLB prospect knowledge about how this guy's this hit tool and ranked this prospect or whatever. But people smarter than me tell me that it seems to be a pretty loaded product. So I'll sit on it. I bought 2 boxes. I've spent $500 on slabs that have gone to zero. So what's $500 on some wax? Whew, Zach Wilson. I talk about Zach Wilson in the 2021 class in tomorrow's video. They do. They post stuff on their IG page and on Twitter. Wait, is that your 361 on my slabs? There's a 361 on my slabs. I agree with Tom. Gently tap the like button. As a comic toy, you're familiar with Hakes auctions? They're like gold. I am not familiar with them at all. I'm not big into toys. Like, I mean, like I have some modern stuff, like some Black Series or whatever, but I don't follow the graded toy market at all. Ah, okay. I don't know that I like anybody in the 2021 class, to be honest. Next year's Prism is going to be bad. Real bad. Real bad. Breakers are going to get killed on 22 NFL football Prism. Ah, there's the stalker. Filmington. 2022 Bowman Chrome depends a bit on Chorio and a bunch of dudes that very few real scouts know anything about good sealing, though. There is a man that knows more things about baseball than I do. No, I have not been going out and buying singles of those guys. I'm always on the hunt for Evan Mobley stuff. Unless you're talking about this year's. I mean, Zaire's whatever. He's just an NBA role player at best, in my opinion. Was all the card market a pump and dump? I mean, sure, because the government gave us all free money. Like, that was the pump. You know what I mean? The pump was we had nothing better to spend our time or money on because we were all locked indoors and all of a sudden had a lot of extra money to throw at stuff and got nostalgia happy. Like, that was the pump. Like, cards were not immune to this. Cards went up like crazy. Comics went up like crazy. Non-sports cards went up like crazy. Graded video games became a thing. Graded VHS became a thing. Dexflow probably knows better. Graded toys probably got a huge price bump. Like, what slabs have I lost a lot of money on? Are you talking about comics or cards? I assume comics because your name is My Comic Planet. My Hulk 181, I'm down about $1,000 on probably. My Giant Size X-Men 1, I'm probably down about $500 or $600. I just saw today, which it got claimed immediately. I paid like $1,700 for my ASM 300 and a 9.6. And I saw one get posted on Instagrails today for 1,200, I think, or 12.99, and it got like insta claimed. I thought that seemed really cheap. I didn't realize it had dropped that far. I've lost my sports card collection is way more in the red than my comic book collection is. To be fair, like way more in the red. They better slash print runs for the 2022 class. Yeah, hey man, I got burned on it too. We lived and we learned. Yep, yeah, it was Manu states. Then once things got rolling, then the puppet masters came in. Yeah, fake pictures of 4 pixel dogs got pumped to the moon. Like, oh, on the sports card side, I lost my ass on Baker stuff. I know nothing about the Pixar Weiss Schwartz stuff. I like the Weiss Schwartz Marvel stuff, but it held no value. Like most of that stuff went down quite a bit. They're cool looking cards. If you want a fun, cheap rip, go for it. But like, don't expect those things to appreciate in value, in my opinion. And then grading them too, like don't chase PSA 10s of that stuff. Weiss Schwartz TCG is one of the easiest grades out there. Like that stuff's basically an auto 10. I think I submitted like 20 of those and like 19 of them. I don't know that I got a single 9 on anything. I think every single one of them came back PSA 10. Those grade ridiculously easy. Between the paper stock and the fact that they're rounded corners, makes it a dream to grade those. So like the 10s will not be rare, especially the base cards. They look really nice though. They're cool looking cards. If you want to see the Marvel ones, just search my channel for Marvel Weiss Schwartz. I open multiple boxes of those. I still have a box actually. It's you can't see it. It's sitting back there right next to Ahsoka. Right next to the little Ahsoka pop is a box of Marvel Weiss Schwartz. I kept one sealed just in case. Yeah, it's never going to get back. If you're sitting around waiting for your cards to get back to 2021 pricing, like I hope you're going to live to be an old man or woman. "2022 Prism is going to be, or 2022 football in general is going to be a pain to move because Pickett has just been whatever. Like Pickett has done them no favors. Wow. Just looking at a picture that RBI Crew posted of just stacks of Goldschmidt and Judge Chrome base. Yeah, top loaders got pumped for a while. I remember I doing a video on it talking about top loaders, the most valuable thing. Who knows what the next fad is? It'll be something random. The next fad's being able to keep the roof over your head and not starve. The next fad is 9mm. Like stacking 9mm has in his title right there. That's the next fad. Copper and brass and lead. Yeah, he had a mediocre season last year. It's super pricey. I don't have one. There's Panini would never do an MVP buyback. They pay you like $2. They can't even get redemptions right. How are they gonna do a buyback program? Yeah, 2022's Weird product. Yeah, you can't eat cards. You can burn them for warmth. Which Disney stuff? The Lorcana? I haven't checked it recently. Manu says, I hope the next fad is integrity. Nice. Stacking 9 said he's bullish on brass futures. I hope to be doing some shooting on Monday. Monday in Ohio is the opening day of deer season for gun. So that's why I will not be around much for Cyber Monday deals. I will be in the woods stocking Bambi on Monday. Happy belated Thanksgiving to you as well, Tatis. Graded Laserdisc. Stock up now, boys and girls. Stock up now. I use a 12 gauge Remington 1100. Shoot Super X. Semi-automatic. You can use shotguns in straight wall in Ohio for gun season. You can't use rifles here. Shaq rookies. I don't have any Shaq rookies. Graded canned food in a mountain house. Freeze-dried meals. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to speculate right now. To me, the best ways are wax or rotigrade. Like, pick one. You know, I don't know if we're still at the bottom for most of this stuff. I really don't. Nobody knows. No one knows for sure. But long gone are the days of buying a card for 100. They have a good couple weeks, then you could sell it for 150, 175. I mean, you're seeing some of that, but the problem is now the gains, the short-term gains almost aren't worth, I don't want to say worth the hassle, but like SGA, for example. I don't remember what his stuff goes for. Let's say a silver prism is 300, and you bought it for like 290 cash, whatever. And he had a really good week. He's playing out of his mind. He still is. And let's say that card gets to 350. Okay. So the comp's 350. If you sell it on eBay, you're going to lose 15%, give or take. If you sell it at my slabs, you'll get less of a hit, but you know, you're going to have to sell it for cheaper probably. If you sell it cash in person, someone's going to probably want to offer you 300 on it. Let's be honest. Maybe you get 320 for it. So like everything worked out perfectly and you made a $20 bill. To me, if you're going to buy singles, you need to buy guys that are dirt cheap, that have next to zero expectations built into them. Most of these guys come into the season, and you could take basketball out of it, just replace it with any sport. These guys have so much expectations built into their pricing. That's why we see the second the season starts, most card prices go down because they don't meet the lofty expectations that the market puts on them, and then their prices fall. Whereas if you buy guys that are like free, like Bull, for example, hashtag legend, you know, his PSA 10 Silver Prism was like 25 bucks before the season started. So it doesn't take much for that to go up. Like for Bull to go from 25 to 75 on a Silver Prism PSA 10 is way easier to do. Like you're going to make 50 bucks there, way easier than you're going to make 50 bucks on a Ja PSA 10 Silver. Because one, that's a $1,200 card instead of a $25 card. And that just gets a lot trickier right now in the current market. I mean, unless you're like quick flipping at a show, like if you're doing what like Kenny and Roth and those guys like that do, where you're going to a show and you're able to like buy and sell, and you have a network of people and have prearranged deals lined up where someone tells you like, hey, I'm buying Ja at 1100 for a PSA 10 Silver. And then you could go to a show and try to get him for 1050 and know that you instantly have a buyer on the other side at 1100. That's a different story, but that's like 1% of the people, like probably 0.1% of people. So Rotigrade, anyone could do that if you have a good eye. especially with grading prices being cheap and turnaround times being viable. Like when we all first started, a lot of people first came in 2018 or in 2022 and 2021. A lot of people made their bankroll on raw to grade. Like I did too. Like I graded a lot of stuff back then and made really good money on it by adding that extra value. And now you're not adding as much money as you were before, but if you're good, if you have a good eye and you know like what to send where and how to time the market, raw to grade is 100% back in play again. I've been doing really well on the low end Marvel stuff that way. How much Prism basketball do I have stacked there? I have 6 of these. 6 of the retail boxes. I feel like I need to buy Pokemon. Don't follow me down this dark path that I'm on. That's a cool poster. I'd even wait to buy Luca, and I love Luca. Listen, the Mavericks don't have anything to trade. They have nothing to trade right now of any real value. Their team sucks outside of Luca. Their second best player, I actually talk about this in tomorrow's video. Name me the Mavericks' second best player. It'd be like the 4th best player on a good team. Like, they're not going to go deep into the playoffs. His stuff's going to get cheaper. And he might win the MVP. He's playing out of his mind. Not an indictment on Luca. Cavs got smacked by the Bucks last night. I mean, I don't want to even remotely steer this close to politics, but the tax thing, honestly, is not that big of a deal. It's pretty easy to offset most of your profits. Not hashtag, not an accountant, not accounting advice. Seek a paid professional. But there's plenty of ways. Plenty of ways to offset a lot of your profits. Sorry, I was playing catch up on chat because I got a little behind there while I was standing on top of my soapbox. Magic's a freaking mess right now. I'm going to talk about Magic on Monday, I think. Low end stuff's always going to do good. You know, people are always going to be willing to spend $30 for a cool Spider-Man card, I think, anyway, or whatever. Insert property here. You know, the low end market is less affected by this, by a lot of these price swings because it's just not that expensive to begin with. I haven't seen one in Target. I think they usually go to other sorts of stores. That's part of the reason why I targeted these specifically, because I just feel like there's probably less of these than there are blaster boxes out there. I don't know. I'm a little under on those right now. Like I said, they're going for about $80 right now in the secondary market. I'm into those for like 97, I think, 98, maybe 100 even, slightly under $100. Yeah, I have zero issues with Marvel and Star Wars right now. I mean, literally, Star Wars is coming off of its best show ever. Like, Andor might be one of the best things Star Wars has done in recent memory. And even prior to that, like, outside of Book of Boba Fett being mediocre at best and Obi-Wan being mediocre at best, like, let's not forget, Mandalorian is really fucking good. Rebels was absolutely amazing. Clone Wars was absolutely fantastic. The recent Marvel stuff's been fine. Has it been as good as the Infinity Saga? No, but it wasn't gonna be. This is like their reset phase. Like Marvel right now is very much, or MCU, I guess specifically, is very much in the we kind of need to reset the board here a little bit, give us a year or two. Because everybody knows Fantastic Four is coming and then X-Men's coming after that. So She-Hulk was fine. It wasn't the greatest thing on earth. It entertained me. I was perfectly fine with it. The new Black Panther movie was fine. I thought Thor: Love and Thunder was a little weak. I wasn't real big on that. Eternals was meh, but it was fine. It was worth seeing once to say that I saw it. But like Andor on the Star Wars side of things, I mean, Andor was absolutely fantastic. And the Guardians holiday special. I watched the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special last night. Absolutely fantastic. I had a wonderful time watching that. It's like 45 minutes of just pure fun. Like that was absolutely great. Prequels definitely a little rough, but we got we got Clone Wars out of the prequels. And Clone Wars is fantastic. Like, yeah, sure, there's some bad episodes of Clone Wars, but peak Clone Wars is really good. Like, really, really good. I don't think one of the big four go out of business. I think one of them would get acquired, would get absorbed. I could see there being 3 grading companies by the end of 2024. I like Chris. I've never had the chance to meet Chris in person. I know he watches my stuff on occasion because he's commented on some videos. I walked past him at the National and we never got a chance to talk. Everybody has less money. It's as simple as that. I mean, it's just as simple as the money thing. Very carefully. I pulled some of my stuff out. It was actually in pretty good shape. Rudy pushing it back against Watsy for reprinting the reserve list. Rudy banded together with a bunch of other investors to try and bring Hasbro down. It's working. It is working. Rudy has the natives restless. Well, I hope mine goes faster than. So mine, I talked about this earlier. Let me pull it back up again. So mine arrived on 11/21. It's already in quality control. And most of mine have been taken about a week. That was a 28 card order. So it's already done being graded. It's already slabbed based off their status explanations. Let me see here. Quality control cards are inspected and improved. Quality control reporting carefully packaged and sent and returned to the submitter. So mine are already encapsulated and everything. So hopefully I get mine back a lot faster than that. Yeah, exactly this. The $20 stuff moves super fast. Andor was so I cannot say enough good things about Andor. Yeah, Tales of the Jedi was really good too. I forgot about Tales of the Jedi. This is live, Rip and List. This is indeed live. I have no lasting, impression with the Eternals. Yeah, it's pretty par for the course for that one. Yeah. 2020 chicken was $5. Now it's $9. Yeah, this too. We were locked inside with nowhere to go. Oh, there was probably bigger ones, but 2022 WWE Prism was definitely a big one. Yours was in quality control for 3 weeks. I hope mine doesn't take 3 weeks in quality control. My last one took about 7 days. What did my last one do? My last one was received on 10/13 and shipped on 10/20. That was a 25 card bulk order. Yeah, Clone Wars is freaking fantastic. I mean, my order hasn't even been there for 5 days and it's already in quality control. And that was with Thanksgiving. I just don't know anything about hockey. Speaking of the Canton Card Show, what's up, Mike? It was not packed at 3. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that one. I mean, we all knew that was going to happen. I don't know much about wrestling cards either. It was definitely busy in the morning, though. The show was busy while I was there. PSA has not done a release about the backlog. My guess is, Wilmanette, is that stuff's holding it up. Is that there's probably some Ludkin / Marks, probably some stuff that we don't even know about. Some other maybe smaller group submitters that don't make the waves because they don't have a huge customer base is still sitting there. So my guess is they can't officially come out and proclaim that it is completely gone, but I mean, we all know it's basically completely gone. I haven't gone back and listened to an old one for a while. I'll have to go check it out. I don't know when. I wonder when it crossed from YouTube to YouTube people. I did not end up taking advantage of the BGS deal. I just got too busy. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Brian. If anyone has any last minute questions, go ahead and fire them. We've been going for almost like an hour and a half. Go ahead and sneak them in, and I'll get to some last minute ones here before we formally wrap. And if you haven't, gently tap the like button, I guess. I think that's what I'm supposed to say. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, what the hell are you doing? I feel like everyone in here subscribed to the channel because it's all names that I recognize on the regular. But I know there's some of you right now that are lurking that do not comment, do not ask questions. You're just watching right now. And that's fine too. You do you. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, for sure. That's 100% a play. Crack PSA 9s and send them the BGS. Sealed wax is what I'm going after for 2022 Bowman Chrome. I'm not opening any Bowman Chrome. I like you stacking, but let's not bring political nonsense into the chat. I just don't want to deal with the nonsense that brings. No offense to you. Yeah, the Game of Thrones, the Guardians thing is really, really good. The small room is cozy, not small. Potentially, it's just a long hold. That's all. Hey man, don't diss the $5 Sam's Club chicken. All right, boys and girls, we are going to sneak out. I am not big on select retail, personally. We'll go ahead and kind of close it up here. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm excited for Fleer Ultra Avengers. I have a case of it on pre-order. I don't think the nil products end up holding a ton of value. But keep your eyes peeled for good Cyber Monday deals. Go get some cheap wax. Go peruse all the different sites. There's lots of good deals out there on stuff. But yeah, smash the like button if you haven't. We will catch you guys and girls tomorrow for the weekly market update, and then we'll see where the week goes from there. Probably some sort of magic nonsense on Monday. I just kind of want to talk about the Hasbro shenanigans. And then I want to dig into sealed wax charts and graphs. Haven't done that for a while. So that'll probably be on the slate one day next week. And beyond that, not 100% sure. Whatever pops up, whatever pops into my old head when I am searching for ideas. So we will catch you guys and girls on the next one. Peace. Have a good Saturday night, everybody.